Hello folks and welcome back to InfraSpace. Last time we've expanded our habitats to, in theory, all the ones we'll actually eventually require. We don't technically need any more. So yeah, we need to just basically get all this group to level 6 and we're fine. It'll take a long time, it'll take a lot of research, but we have time. And we have also a bunch of things. Let's add some oxygen. What's the static oxygen production? So it's 0.62. So 0.313. Well, our power. Do it. Bring that to here. Okay, so that's what 313. I went to 350. We're over one of what we need. That's fine. This is just generating the oxygen required now. Good. A bunch of those habitats have been downgraded because they need these meals. They're not being produced fast enough for them, which is problematic. So we're actually losing level 5s up there because the meals are not getting up to them in time. Well, technically, because if you're not producing enough, what's happening is that the meals that we require being sent are being dropped off further down. You know what? Hang on. Nothing's over there. Let's remove this entire line here, because that entire line's a bit messy. Let's actually build this on purpose now. There. Then here, do that. I don't understand this at all. They just don't like. Here we go. Fine. Now. Also going to do this. I'm also going to bring we're going to put more of that there. I'm going to increase the number of food factories we've got. So you can give me a bunch of extra. Yeah, that's fine. We know what's going to happen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put us off give me a highway, a 3-lane highway from here down to here. And if they need anything over here, they can just do that way. They can bring that up there. Anything over here can go there as well. Right, let's increase all this food stuff, shall we? Over there. Well, the singular 180 problem is the one that they can't fix. They could get that done there. Good. Right, we need a bunch more extra meat and a bunch of extra stuff. So we'll put more vegetable farms. We'll double our vegetable farm production, which will take us from 86 to 160 something. Down there. We need much more fertilizer. That's fine, to be expected, to be honest. Plenty of fertilizer, good. Now we need a bunch of extra meat factories. Are we alternating? Kind. No, we weren't really. Yes, I don't particularly care, by the way. There. 194. 1.0. 1.6. .31. Okay, we're low on motors now. Okay, plenty of food and meat lab and so forth. That should hopefully be sending the food that's required for the top buildings. They're coming. That should be coming through here. We're producing way more meals than required, like way more meals than required. The problem we had before was like, I think it was lack of getting people out. It was the lack of, we couldn't get them up there fast enough. Hopefully that fixes this problem. Hopefully. Right, we need more motors as well, so we can do motors here. Sorry, that's robots, that's not motors. Whoops. Robots were over here, were they? Yes, robots were over there. Yeah, can you put another... Put that there? It's not robots, it's home appliances, sorry. Home appliance factories. There... Technically that's enough, I don't quite want to believe that. Put that there, put another couple, I'll put another few down as well. Okay. Again, any ones that come down here that need and do down here should go this way. Any ones that need up there should go that way. All of these have been a good meal. Is the oh that's new. They've added new. How much has been reduced? Reduced. Okay, a lot of stuff being produced here, which is good. I should probably put these over here, shouldn't I? I'll move it over here. We'll move them down here, because if we move them down here, we'll start getting proximity bonuses due to what they're working with here. They'll get some proximity bonuses, and that should increase that way more. That's okay. We've got loads more, which means we can put in some. We need more meat, more meat labs. There we go. And all the food's coming out here now. Good. And they're going over there, and they are heading up what I assume to be north, and turning in here. So we got some fives down here, which is good. Oh, I use zeros. Not many people living in here. That's why. The full buildings have much higher consumption. Much higher. What's our culture consumption? Sufficient. Our consumption of culture. Again, we're making space. Yeah, I know. That should be enough, right? Yeah. Habitats have been upgraded. Good. They're getting their meals again. Good. We've stabilized meal production. Yeah, oh, here. Yeah, so our brief level 4s have transformed back. Yeah, all the level 4s have turned back into level 5s. Good. And all that's happening here is just slow upgrade of all the stuff. Home appliances and etc, etc. They should all be coming down here. All these red trucks, I think, are home appliance trucks. Yeah. The purple ones are... What are the purple ones? Home robots. The purple ones are the home robots. Regardless, that's okay over there. 41% there. Can I... We're actually consuming we're consuming a lot of concrete. I kind of turned off the concrete briefly over there, but can I turn it back on again now? I had briefly turned off the concrete. We're going to turn it back on again. Increase our concrete numbers. More power? More power maybe? Only a couple of hundred out. Maybe bring some power over here and start making a power bank down here maybe. Apparently the answer to that question is yes. I hadn't really thought about it, but apparently the answer to the question is yes, we will build a power bank down here. 5 power solar panels down there. Okay. A bunch of level 2s. You need computers and stuff, but they're going to be coming in at some point. Yes, look, all the home robots coming in. These produce a lot of home robots. Yeah, they do produce 10, right? That's the why. They produce 10. They produce 10 per neural processor. Their production actually. What's our production of home robots? Close. At some point we will need another one, but I think it's not going to be for the time being. All the carbon being produced over here for the carbon nanotube plants, which is barely above requirements, but I think everything that's using carbon nanotubes is here anyway, so it's not that much of a problem. The chips are being produced and being sent out. What actually uses the computers? What actually uses computers? Oh, you lot need computers, right? Yeah, you lot need computers. Computers are a direct good. They are a result good, not a... So, okay. Industrial robot factories require more neural processors. Because of course they do. Right, can we consume... if you put another one of these down here... Right. Honestly, we're so close to being able to just take that on the chin. I'm quite happy about that. We've kind of pre-prepared ourselves to a certain degree. There we go, just slightly low on the nanotubes. Yeah, and that sort of keeps that. We have ourselves a third. I was doing on motors. Plentiful as well. There's the motors we need for this one. One thing you haven't got is you haven't got storage. You've got construction storage, you haven't got other kinds of storage. Because I guess that's not the point, is it? Because everything else... Construction materials is something that you use one-offs. Whereas everything else is basically a flow system. And if you could stockpile materials, that would break the flow. Because you could stockpile loads, then run something for a long time without having to make any more. I think that kind of breaks the intention of the game. But yeah, we've got three yellow labs now working industrial robots, which cuts down on workers. That's not actually required, is it? I don't care that much about that. Nuclear power plant. So I'm assuming here, a nuclear power plant turns raw uranium. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, so who needs the... What needs the nuclear charge then? Who uses radiation cores? What uses radiation cores? Why uses radiation cores? Good point. What the hell uses it? I thought the fast reactor must have used radiation cores, but it does not. How intriguing. Nothing over here uses radiation cores? Nope. Ah, the red science pack factory uses radiation cores. Yeah, of course. Of course. We also use AI control units. So what do we need red factories for? Iridium propellants, fast neutron reactor, and the adamantine mining. I assume the adamantine mining must use adamantine mining, I'm assuming, must use the iridium propellant. That must use iridium propellant, I think. That's the only thing that makes sense. again nothing else does. So you lose one every 40 seconds, and you consume one every 20 seconds. See, that consumes one every 20 seconds. So one large uranium mine can fulfill the power requirements of one nuclear power plant. So for 20 workers, you get 450 minus 32, you get 438 megawatts of spare power. Is that it? Why does it require 6? This is so consuming of the neural labs, the neural stuff. How's the wave of level 5s coming along? Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. The appliances go down here. At least some of them do. Look at that. Look at the mess you have here. Crikey. Oh my god, you're allowed to do that? You're allowed to do massive UEs? Craziness. So from here... So from here, you go there, straight on only. From there, you go straight on only. So if you want to go from here to there, you get the grey one, because it takes you to there. Oh, good heavens. That's a nightmarish system. Hey, if it works, it works. Okay, we need more home robots now. The time hath come. Home robot factory, bam. Requires more neutron processor factories there and there. Requires more carbon nanotube factories there and there. All the robots in the world, come on. A lot of carbon as well. Because these are doing okay, but they're just keeping up with the carbon. I think. I don't think they actually produce enough carbon just to left over him, to have them left over. So we might actually increase the amount of carbon we have over here. Just so there's more carbon being produced over here for all the nanotube factories. Aluminium. Aluminium must come from down here. There's the aluminium coming down. You still are producing. You still are churning away, producing large amounts of steel. Honestly, this has been producing so much. This has been actually a pretty good investment for me. Just that in the corner over there, just generating a bunch of steel. Just quietly there, just generating steel. I should probably have something similar, like over here maybe, or over there, just generating concrete for me. That would work quite well, to be honest. Right. Home appliances still needed there. Slow going, but they are arriving. Surprised I have enough. There you go, I have that right over there, which means I have good meals, home robots, cultures, etc. You know what? This is a busy little city, isn't it? This is a little busy little city. You need your carbon. Well, we can solve carbon, can't we? We can solve carbon very easily. We solve carbon just by doing this. In fact, we know for a fact that this is more than enough, because one of these should be able to does 2 of these, doesn't it? A lot of iron coming out of there. Okay, okay, whoa, hello. Oh, I've done the wrong thing again, haven't I? Oh god, they're just... Oh hell. Oh, buggeration. Everything's just ground to halt here. The traffic jams are bad. There's a reason why I didn't put yeah, I have to remove these entirely. There's a reason those weren't there. Specifically to avoid this happening. To have concrete trucks basically help adding to the problems of things having to turn down here. Because if concrete, the only thing that should be turning down here is concrete trucks. Oh, is essentially the sand and sulfur ones. I added concrete trucks into the mess, which slowed everything down a bit. Because this is a massive... The fact that they can only take one truck at a time fairly slowly is a huge problem. Now that those concrete trucks are gone, and a lot of the carbon that we requested keeps piling up here. That should solve the problem here as well. Slowly but surely, that should help solve the problem. Yeah, see, the last of the concrete trucks are gone. Well, not quite all of them. But there you go. Oh, there's some steel comes down here as well. Some steel comes down here as well, it's true. Honestly, it doesn't have to be. I think we have enough steel being produced elsewhere, but hey. I now made this steel place. This steel place is specifically sending steel to the well, it's not specifically sending steel here, but you need what? 2 steel every 24 seconds. 24 is 48, which is 3/16, right? So every 48 seconds you need 4, whereas every 48 seconds this makes 3. Which means you need multiplication isn't that simple. You know, let's do the actual math then. So every 48 seconds this requires 4 steel. Every 48 seconds a single steel makes 3 steel. Sorry, it makes 4. Every 48 seconds they make 6 steel. It's 2. Which means that 2 mills make 8 every 48 seconds. Right? No, make 12 every... So this meal makes 6 every 48 seconds, 2 meals make 12. You require 2 every 24 seconds, so 2 mills supply 6 motor factories. There are currently 14 here, 6, 12. That means therefore that's 3. That's 15. So that should suffice for 3 motor factories, and they've got 15 motor factories, and there's 14 here. So that should be fine. In theory, that should be that. I know that there are district rules over here, but they're sending iron over. They're sending steel over there as well. We need more parks. Put more parks down. Can you bring that down a little bit, just a smidge? There we go. We should snap when you're doing this. The buildings snap. I think that would help a lot more if it snapped, if we had an option of snapping when moving things around, roads around. Okay, that's plentiful parks. All the neural stuff being sent over here. 87% for industrial robots, which is going to cause me a huge problem, because I'm not sure, at this point I'm not sure why entirely making that, because industrial robots is going to require even more. As far as I can tell, that just reduces the number of workers required, right? That's not really a huge problem for me right now. That's not a huge issue for me, is number of workers required is not a huge problem. Have I made the correct amount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That should be the correct amount. If we manage to get them all to 3,500, that should be level 6. that doesn't feel like the correct amount. Considering that we have a little bit more. They're currently 16 each, right? Oh, that's a lie. That is the correct amount if I add 2 for every building once I get schools and VR entertainment in. Yeah, okay, now that makes sense. That makes way more sense. I'm accounting for the fact that after I have VR entertainment and schools, these will all add an additional 2 per. And considering I have 16 times 13. I want Nemo quick. 16 times 13 is what? And it's 100. God, mathematics in my head is difficult. It's 208. It's 100 plus 18 plus 60. Yeah, 100 plus 18 plus 60 plus 30. Yeah, so they're 208. So times 2, that's 416. Yeah, that's fine. That'll chuck us way over the top. No problem. I knew it was like 12 and a bit, and 13's overkill. Yeah. Yeah, because 208 buildings with 18 people each is 378. And with 16 people each, it's 296. There's also a discrepancy of extra 20, because 20 people just live nowhere. Because when you start the game off, you have 20 workers from nowhere. They don't live anywhere as far as you can tell. You just have 20 workers so that your early buildings have some existence. Okay, that's definitely... Yeah, see, not having that there is clear. How much having those 2 concrete factories there slowed everything down. That's actually impressive. Can I add them here? How much spare power do you have over here? Loads of spare power. Do you have any sulfur over here? Not easily accessible. I'm actually tempted to do this, though. To make ourselves a concrete creation department. Does not... Yeah, that does not a flat thing make. Let's try this again, shall we? Start with the road here. Shocking. Honestly, the research done is surprising to me. 200, bloody hell. Recycling. Lower your resource consumption by processing industrial waste from nearby factories. Honestly, if you can lower resource consumption, it's going to make things a lot easier. So I guess we'll work on that. It'll take a long time as well. But less than otherwise I thought. That's 90, 90, 90. 90 over there. Right, that's accurate. Let's bring that over there. Close this up over here. There. That's as close as I'm going to be able to make it, because once... Fine. Right, now, let's do... If I put a couple... Let's do a... Where is it? Construction material storage. There. We'll put in here extra work. We'll put a couple of concrete factories. 1, 2, 3, 4 concrete factories. Yeah, we'll work on that. Sulfur. Oh, sulfur. You need 1 every 9.6 seconds. You're making 1 every 1.2. So every 9.6 seconds. 1.2, 2 every 2.4, 3 every 3.6, 4 every 4.8. 4 every 4.8, need 2 every 9.6. That's 8 of, yeah, so one of these should be enough to do 4. We'll do 2 of them just so we have extra. And then we'll put a couple of sands as well, because you require 1 every 9.6, you make 1 every 6. So you need 4 every 9.6. You're making should be one each should be plenty. Now we do what we did. We put a power station there. Put that there. And that's requiring what? 13. Plentiful. And they should chuck stuff out. It's gonna go over here. In fact, the entire road on this side is pointless. All we need is basically a straight line. Amusingly, I think it should be on this side. We'll put it over there. They'll be going the opposite direction to everything else. Therefore, they can happen. They'll be crossing each other, but they'll be going the opposite direction to everything else. There you go. And this will slowly, quietly, by itself, just generate concrete. Okay. No, we are progressing. We are currently researching recycling, which will probably put some recycling centers everywhere around here. Everywhere. Not sure what the range in these things is going to be like, but they'll have to be everywhere. To be honest, this probably isn't even required anymore, but hey. In all fairness, we probably don't need the internal steel mills. Although I do have like what, 9 over here, of which 3 of them I think are just designed to send over there, and they're not even required to do that anymore. They're just doing that because I can't be bothered to turn it off. But yeah. Oh, we're almost there. We almost got the entirety of level 5. Only need some home robots here, and they're sorted. Or those the little purple trucks, come on. Keep an eye out for the purple trucks. There, oops. Maybe, nope. Voila. There you go. Good meal. The home robot is here. 10 seconds. In 10 seconds. Bam. All you need now is your home robots. Can you get your home robots? Is that it? Nope. Are these it? Maybe? Maybe? Bam. Upgrading 60 seconds. Oh wow, there you go. Plentiful. Once you're in, and then you'll have an entire city worth of entire like crazy kind of like city of very samey buildings. I do kind of wish it was terraforming this, to be fair. It feels like this has like the kind of the capacity of scale that would be interesting to do terraforming with. There you go, that's the last one with that upgraded. Ta-da! Now we have everybody is living in level 5 accommodation in a residential high-rise. There you go, that's the weird thing, right? Housing capacity 2348, so we've still got a couple more coming in. Here. And there's the discrepancy. 3328 in there. However, we have 3347 there. The last 20 aren't even registering here. That's the first 20 we have. They just don't exist. The missing 20. The unknown 20 people who started this colony off and then have just piffled away into the ether. Anyway, folks, I'll catch you all next time. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.